up, everybody? It's your boy, Vuvuzela here with more FM24 action. As we continue on with our Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. One game left in the season. And it's all to play for. All the marbles are out on the field. We've got to hunt them down. We've got to get everything in one bag. Can we get promoted to the Premiership? Or will we have to go through the playoffs? It's all going to come down to this one and only match. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you get notified. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters, whoever you like, to join in on the fun, because there's a lot of fun going on here. So make sure you join in. And yeah, hit subscribe, get notified. Like I've said, leave a comment or two as well. And, give us the thumbs up. It really does help a lot. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to the final game of the season. Our last chance to be crowned Nedbank Cup champions. Of course, we got knocked out by TS Galaxy in the Nedbank Cup. National First Division, though. It's 3 points that separates us, 3 goals that separates us. So even if we lose this game by, I think it's 2 goals or less, I think because they've scored more goals than us. Is there a way to see the whole thing? We can. We've actually scored more goals than them. Okay. Interesting. So it goes by goal difference and then goals for. If those are even, then goals against. If those are even, then it's head-to-head. And head-to-head, we have beaten Supersport United in the first home game. So we will get the advantage. So they need to win by 3 goals or more. That is their goal right now, to win 3 goals, or if they score 7 goal swings. So it's not going to make, that's not going to make a, I mean, if it goes to what, like 10-7, then they have the advantage there as well. But yeah, anyway, they need to win by 3 goals. That is the play. That is what they need from Supersport United. They need to score 3 goals for them to win this game and win the national division. All we need to do is just hold on. And I say that is because we don't have the likes of Dube. We don't have the likes of Mabaso, or most recently, Jabanse. He has now gone as well. I've yet to bring up some guys from the reserves just to put on the bench. We've brought up the likes of Maleka. Sefihle Maleka. He was, of course, in the last game. He did come in. He didn't have a run, but he has come in to sort of be that backup substitute. We are going with Ndlovu up front with Bindana on the right. A couple of guys are looking a little bit match, fatigued, should I say, not more than match risk. But it is the last game of the season, so I am going to risk it all for the biscuit all, as they say. Don't know who says that, but let's go to the game. Let's take on Supersport United. Of course, we've got this game, and then we've got the season review. And let's see where life takes us, where it goes. So, yeah, let's take on Supersport United at home. We're playing in the Lucas Morepe Stadium. The masterpiece Morepe Stadium, should I say. Big game. Game is underway. And I'm still curious to know if Supersport can actually get promoted. We may actually haven't even solved that sort of issue at the moment. We've got quite a bit of fans in the stadium, actually, a lot more than we used to. It's a big game. Lekwape goes for the little tap header straight into April's hands. I don't think that's going to be the whole highlight. I think there will be more. We have been on very good form. Despite that loss to TS Galaxy in the Nedbank Cup, we've actually been on very, very good form heading into this. We're undefeated in the league for quite some time. And we're looking at keeping that going. I kind of want to end off the season with a win. And then you can say we won the season with 6 points. This is a very, very long highlight. Ndlovu is through, though. Ndlovu is through. David Ndlovu. That's his 7th of the season. He was meant to come in as a backup boy. And he's backed it up 100%. What a finish. What an assist from Kolani, by the way. Just over the top. Zulu couldn't get to it. And Glovo slots it past April's goal into the back of the net. What a finish. We're off to winning ways. That's exactly what we wanted. SuperSport now need to score 4 goals against us if they want to win the league. It looks like we have one hand on that trophy right now. We have a free kick. We know Sitole is dangerous with the free kicks. Gets in. Just over the top. Just over the top. That was close. That was close from James. That was very close from James. Whew. I'm a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit nervous in this one because anything can happen. Lekwape with a free kick. A second goal would definitely ease my troubles. Ah, poor Mguni couldn't header that over the top. I feel like you should just give it to Saralina though. Like it was his looping header from the back post. I mean, it was pretty much under the net. There was nothing the keeper or the defender could have done there because if they left it, it would have gone in. We're 2-0 up. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm feeling a little bit ease. It's got a pinky of the other hand on the trophy now. One hand and a pinky. That's where we're sitting at the moment. But of course, man, football's a crazy thing. Here comes Adams now. Kickoff highlight. The cut inside. They've pulled one back. Ngini pulls it back. Yeah, from villain to hero. Got the own goal. Gets the front. Gets the next goal. That's how you do it. Keep your heads up. We're back. That pinky slipped off now. That pinky has officially slipped off the title. We still have the one hand grasping on that title. SuperSport do need to score another 4 more goals, though, if they want to get anywhere near that championship victory. Richards Bay, by the way, have already qualified for the playoffs as well, so they will be in the playoffs and they will finish third. There's no way they can go higher, regardless of this result. Bindana goes to the near post. Lanjesi with another header. That's he's offside. Come on, who was offside? I mean, dude marking the keeper. Did he impede the goalkeeper? I guess he did. I mean, the keeper was right in him. I mean, there was not... Yeah, I can't really argue with that one. Half-time, though, we've been the better team. We have been the better team. The Pinkies back on the title. 45 minutes left to go. We are looking good. We are looking confident. They're making swaps. They're losing the plot a little bit. They're trying to do something. They've changed a little bit of shape as well. Lanjesi with the ball going back to Kolani. We don't need to push hard, guys. We don't need to. As long as we don't concede in the next 10, 15 minutes, we should be actually quite good. Good interception there from Sanga. I was thinking, as I'm saying, we don't need to concede. They just got possession. Isaacs looking for options. Can't find the option. This time, he has the option to run past. Crosses looping to the back post. We've seen a few go in like that from Letako. He does love that little deep cross and then just arrive at the last second type of thing. I'm going to make some swaps. I'm going to take off Sitole. He's looking very, very tired. We're just going to see what happens with this free kick. Nguni, who scored twice already. Once for us, once for them. Gets the shot in, hits the bar. Eddie Jacobs, the fastest to react. It's 2-2. It is 2-2 now. That was a good free kick, actually. Like, we were caught napping. There's a kickoff highlight. Oh, no. Oh, come on. No, not like this. We can't... If we concede now, I will be absolutely gutted. Don't want to be nervous in the last... Oh, there we go. Bindana. What a shocking goalkeeping there. I was so worried that they will get possession that I didn't even think that we could possibly score there. But Letako took it down to the byline. A beautiful little cross in. Questions over the keeper, though. What was he thinking here? He had... I mean... Why would you jump like that? And Bindana was like, yeah, I'll just take that home. That's easy enough for me. I like that. I'll do that. All right, Sitole not looking sharp out there. He's going to come off. We'll bring on Maposa to play in there. Bata also on a yellow. Things Zikubu can come on. Lekwape not playing fantastically. We'll bring on Ndaka as well. Saralina looking very tired. And Lutako looking very tired. I'll give them a few more minutes. I think I have 2 more subs. We can go, guys. I've got potentially someone to bring on for both players. So we'll give them a few more minutes. Get the new guys in for a little bit, stretch their legs, get it going. Maybe, get a fourth goal if we can. I feel like it's out of reach now for SuperSport. For them to get 6 is going to be pretty much a 7, actually, they got to get, because they got to score more than 3 goals for the goal difference. I feel like we should be okay. We should be fine. I think we've won the national division, guys. Of course, I'm not going to celebrate until I see that little cutscene with us holding the trophy aloft and going into the PSL. And Koto now goes for Fisher. Shezi. SuperSport, I'm not giving up the fight, though. I'll give them that. They are pushing forward. Mgeni hits the bar. Nkoto trying to find Adams. Someone to hit the bar. Lungu gets slipped up in the box. Looking for a penalty. Not going to get the penalty. Adams again. Pindana pulls him back, and that's a free kick in a silly position. Nothing's going to form of it, though. That is at least good. April with the long ball up. Looking for options. He's found our player in Glovu. Pindana has a lot of space on that wing. Can dribble past the defender. Goes short instead to Maposa. Zikubu gets his second goal of the season. A youngster we've entrusted just to help the midfield as a sort of stop-go option. And guys, from a pinky to an index finger, from a pinky to a ring to an index finger to the pointing finger, all we need to do is put the thumb on the trophy, and it is ours. This analogy has gone on for too long. We are going to be champions, guys. We are going to be champions. Going to do those 2 swaps that I said I was going to do earlier. We'll give Saralina on. Maloka on the left already picks up a yellow card. Miluduzi coming in the attacking midfield role. He's actually played quite well in that role. He scored a hat-trick in that role the first time he played out. So shout out to Miluduzi in the attacking midfielder role. Guys, it is. The thumb is coming. The thumb is coming around. As you go around, there it comes, there it comes. Is he going to hook? There's going to be one last chance for SuperSport United, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Zulu takes the shot. It bounces around there. Can't get in. It is going to be an offside. And Pretoria Callies are the first National Division champions in their history. They're going to the PSL. They're going to the PSL as champions of the National First Division. Celebrate the boys. Sanga gets the trophy. Take it up, boys. Lift it high. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Give them a big clap. We've won the National Division. We went on top and we never looked back. Absolutely fantastic. Biblical scenes at home, winning the trophy. You can't ask for much more than that. All the fans have turned up. Even some SuperSport United fans can't be angry at that result. We have been the better team in the game as well. We held our nerve. We picked up a 4-2 victory, and we are the champions of the world. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff happening. But like I said, biblical scenes. Absolutely biblical scenes. We are the First Division national champions. And with that, just to confirm, we are the champions. We'll do that in a bit. We can confirm we got a new budget of 470,395 per week. It does help us a tad in terms of our finances, obviously, going through. Does mean we're a little bit above wage difference. We are spending 360,000. Next season, we'll be spending 199,000. So we are losing a lot of players, but we have released a lot of players. We do have 470,000 budget, which is great. That's actually very, very good. I like that. Absolutely fantastic. All right, there we go. Once again, Ogaris brings glory to Pretoria Callies. First ever championship for them. 7 saves, 2 conceded from Kolani. Gets man of the match as well. Sure. A lot of people interested. 3.85 million rand for winning the national division. We didn't even look at that. Overall balance up to 9.5 million rand. Whoo-wee, guys. Whoo-wee. Right, we're coming back for the season review. And then we're going to just go through the squad and have a look and see where we need to fix up next season and what's happening. Also, I need to mention I did apply for the Sydney FC job. I'm just interested to see if I can potentially get a Australian job. I just want to see if I can get an interview. I still don't think I can, because if you look at the guys that they're looking at, they all have Continental A licenses. Milos has Continental Pro license. So I don't know if we'll get those jobs. I'm going to try for Melbourne as well. Let's just see, just interest sake. I'm not really interested in moving anywhere. I know I asked you guys, and I'm still waiting for some comments on that one, where we should go. I mean, we could go to Czech Republic. Czechia seems like a good option, maybe, to get our foot into Europe with Trabzonspor. And then we're sort of starting back at the beginning of building up a sort of a non-league team almost, although they're going to they're in the playoffs, so they could potentially be going into the main league, which could be actually interesting. Anyway, that's just something for food for thought. I'm not going to apply it just yet. I'm just going for the Sydney jobs. Let's see what happens. We'll come back for that season review and then a roundup of all the players, how we did, and where we're going to look at strengthening next season. Well, folks, we've got the season end review. We're going to go through it. Yeah, some big signings that we did this season. None more so than Kutlwano Lethako, according to the scouts. He is our signing of the season. We picked him up relatively on a free transfer, which was amazing. I think, though, James Sitole might be our better of the two signings. I think him and Mabata, absolutely fantastic. We spent 1.1 million on Sitole, 1.4 million on Mbata. And then we did spend 1 million on Maposa as well in the midfield. We were really trying to strengthen up that midfield. And we got three very good midfield players. Unfortunately, Maposa came in the same time as Mbata, so Mbata would be the better of the two players. Tau, unfortunately, picked up a bad injury. We spent 760,000, expecting a little bit more from him next season. Lanjesi been absolutely fantastic in the centre-back position. And then a couple of other free transfers. More so than Kolani on a free transfer, guys. He was a free transfer. He broke the record for the most clean sheets. In terms of transfers out, I mean, we didn't lose anyone big, according from my side, because a lot of these guys were sold. I didn't make the offers. Guys like Glenn Badkis, Tyrese was a big one that I sold. Only managed 3 assists in Egypt after 25 games, which is not great, which is good for us. Means we made some good money off of him. And we have a look at the season. There's all our results. We're not going to go through all of that. We saw all those results, but the board are extremely happy with us. Our top goal scorer in the first division was Bindana with 10 goals. I think Mabaso had more, but because he's gone back to Black Leopards, it shows Bindana as the top goal scorer. So yeah, that. And then in the cup, of course, as well, Bindana was the top goal scorer there. TS Galaxy went on to win the Netbank Cup. We won the league by 6 points. Matches to remember, we beat Murmo Galans in the Netbank Cup 5-0. Also had goal of the season thanks to Sitole's amazing strike from a free kick. We remember watching that one live. And then a match to remember was our 3-0 victory against Sukuhume, where we played with 10 men for, 60 minutes of the game? Remarkable stuff. Absolutely remarkable stuff. In terms of the finances, we lost a little bit in sponsorship and broadcast revenue. That will definitely go up next season. We managed to sell kits this season, in Bandana getting the most shirts sold. Lekalo, Madaka, Sitole, and Saralina all selling shirts. Saralina still does not want to stay in the team. He wants to leave. This is how we lined up. This is pretty much the same starting thing. I think only Maloka instead of Lanjesi instead of Maloka. I don't know why Maloka's come in there. I think Lanjesi had a 6.93 or something. Mabaso 660, which is not correct. According to them, he only had 1 appearance for us. But if you look at his history, 25 appearances, 24 goals for us. Thank you very much. It was absolutely fantastic. He played 1 game for Black Leopards. That's why he comes up as 660. Okay. Okay, he is coming to us, though, at the end of the season on a free transfer. We have managed to sign him. Here's all the records we've broken this season. Absolutely fantastic. We'll start at the top there. Karabo Mbaso, 25 goals in a season, 24 goals, league goals in the season. So he scored 1 goal in the Nedbank Cup. Also, most goals by a player in a single match, 3, as well as in the league match, 3. We then got most assists, Lekwape smashing the record of 11 to make it 13. Kolani, clean sheet, smashing the record of 10 to make it 14. Bandana gets the most appearances by our player. He continues, he's breaking his previous record, obviously. And then Bandana, most goals, league goals by a single player. This is across all seasons. He's increased his tally to 36. And then the highest transfer fee paid, 1.4 million for Mbata and 800,000 for Tyrese De Bruyne. In terms of the fans' player of the season, that goes to James Sitole, as well as young player of the season. Signing of the season goes to Letako. Goal of the season we saw goes to Sitole. It should be Mabaso as top goal scorer with 24 league goals, or 25 goals in total. Lekwape we saw with most assists. Man of the match, Sitole, 7. He was tie for the record for most man of the matches. Average rating 7.4, James Sitole. Absolutely fantastic, historical run from Pretoria Callies. This is how the overall best 11. Mabaso comes into the overall 11. Other players that we've used, we've got Sangas in there, we've got Bindana and Mabaso. Those are, Maloka's there as well. Okay, they're both in there. They're both going there. Absolutely. And Kolani on the bench. We've got him there. Sitole on the bench. Lekwapa on the bench. Mabata on the bench. A couple of our best 11s coming through. Right. I'm going to go off camera quickly, sort out the team a little bit. We were the biggest overachievers in the Nedbank Cup, by the way. Of course, we did lose to TS Galaxy, who landed up winning the whole damn tournament, so well done to them. I'm going to go and just sort out what we're going to need, where we're going to need, who we're getting rid of, who we're bringing up from the reserves, under 21s, etc. And we'll come back in a jiffy, and I'll show you all of that. And then we'll just go through the team, see how the players did, just in general. Let's have a look at that in a moment. Right, guys, so as we promised, this is how we're going to line up. Ignore the left back and attacking midfielder. That will be Dube once he comes into the squad. Of course, we have signed him permanently, and Mabaso coming up front. That's how we're going to line up going into the PSL. I'm actually pretty happy with the team in general. So that is how we're going to line up. In terms of backup players, we're going to keep with Sitole as the backup goalkeeper. We are going to need a backup right back and a backup left back. And then we're also going to need a backup attacking midfield on the left and a backup striker. We don't really have any good ones in the reserves and stuff. In terms of the reserves, though, I am bringing up 3 players. The first one being Mofa King over here. Very, very good centre-back. His physicals need a little bit of work, so we're going to try and train up his physicals a little bit when they come back from holiday. That is what he needs to get. His pace is very slow, and he's not that quick off the mark. So if we're going to improve his pace and his stamina, everything else is pretty good. His jumping reach of 12 and heading of 12 is fantastic. Mentally, he is probably a better player than Lanjesi, but his physicals scare me, which is why I'm starting him sort of on the bench with Maloka. Maloka, the same thing. He is very, very good, but his technicals aren't as good as Tyler Sanga's. Sanga's technicals, the marking and the headering, are well above, and his physicals are absolutely fantastic, which is why he will continue with a nod there. We're then going to bring up as well Simbanyoni as an attacking midfielder option. Him and Tao will sort of be fighting for that backup option behind Letako. The nice thing about Tao is he can also play as a DM, where we can actually train him a little bit as a regista. Very, very similar build to that of Sitole in that position. So you can have a look here. If you look at the polygon, very similar build, except for the aerial differences. He is very, very similar. His vision is very good, which means he's very much more creative than what Sitole is. His mentals are actually better, but everything else, other than the natural fitness, Sitole is better. So these two will be vying for that regista role. And then just another guy sort of on the fringe, a defender who can also play DM. Decent little player in Mochane. 18 years old, can still develop quite a bit. We are training him as a centre-back just to help his marking and his tackling to go up. You can see it was on 12. It's gone up to 14 and 15, which is absolutely fantastic. He needs to work on his positioning as well, because if you want to play him as a DM, as a defensive midfielder, he's got to do a lot better in his training, especially for his mentals. So yeah, those are how we're all going to go. If we have a look at the team, how they performed, I mean, you can see just, especially the midfield, is where we really, really dominated everything. Just a sea of green in terms of that. You can just see the average rating. If you look at this, all of our best players were, of course, there. Sithole had a couple of minor games. I think that's why he's got a high rating. I think he only played a couple of reserve games. I think that's why he's up there. But you can see even up to Devin Glovu, who we brought in fairly late from the reserves, came in and contributed quite a bit in that as a backup to Bindana, who I'm actually very, very happy about there. In terms of ratings, probably our worst looking player was Lanjesi at 6.73. So that's why I've got the likes of Mofokeng. Potentially, we're going to try and get him to take over Lanjesi with a bit of training. So won't be surprised if those two in the during the next season will try and move around a bit. And this is basically the squad we're going to have to rely on, because we don't actually have a lot of money in the transfer market to buy big players, to buy players that are PSL category. We're going to have to just hope our development of these players was absolutely fantastic. Of course, if you add Mabaso's 24 goals in there, we have 4 players on double figures, with Mabana, Lekwape, and Sithole all contributing a lot of goals. In terms of assists, Lekwape, Sithole, and Isaacs, our fullback, absolutely fantastic. Dube had 9 assists as well, so let's not forget about him. Bindana with 8 and Bata with 6 popping in there as well. So actually, overall, our midfield and our wing-backs have just been absolutely fantastic for us. But like I said, when it comes to the transfer market, we don't actually have a lot of money. We've got 470,000. We can go to about 6 million. But I need to just wait for the actual tick over so I can see how much we're committing when it comes to spending on the budget. Once these players come in and the other players leave, then we can get a little bit of a better understanding of where we're coming. Because these are the guys all coming in this season. I did actually forget to mention we do have a backup left back coming in and another young goalkeeper. We've got Wandile Naidu coming in from Kaizer Chiefs. Of course, we picked up Sithole from Kaizer Chiefs. He's coming in on a free transfer. He's going to go into the youth setup. And then we've got Dlamini over here, a 21-year-old backup right back for us. Can also play left back. But I'm going to use him more with Isaac's backup because he's better on his right foot. So he could be quite good if we just compare him with Isaacs. You can see that they are, very similar type of players. I mean, he's just a little bit quicker and more physically fit than Tulani Isaacs. But I don't like the fact that his technicals aren't good. His crossing ability and his dribbling ability isn't great. Also, his tackling. But other than that, he's a decent little backup option for us. We then also have Toboho Ngobo coming in, also from Kaizer Chiefs, a youth guy that was released. He's just a punt, guys. He's just someone I'm bringing in to hopefully maybe we can sell on for a bigger fee. And then, of course, Karabo Mbaso, what a legend coming through, and Samuel Dube coming through as well. Okay, it was 6 assists in the league, 8 in total for us with his assists, which was absolutely fantastic result for us. He's coming in permanently as well. That's all the news I can give you for now, guys. You're going to have to tune in next episode for a transfer special. We're going to smash our way through that. Hopefully we can sign some big players. Hopefully I have some good news coming for you guys in the next video. Well, folks, there you have it. We're going to the Premiership for next season. I've been toying with the idea of looking for another club. I think the play going forward is to maybe have 1 season in the PSL. Maybe try and get a second coaching badge or third coaching badge, even if that's possible. And then move up into Europe or wherever we can find another job. Maybe a big club in Egypt could be an option. I think we need to have at least a continental license, maybe even a continental C license before we can even look at going into the European areas before we do that. I mean, I've been rejected by Portuguese third teams, Czechia second league teams, fighting relegation. So I don't think we can make the break in there, but we'll try. Of course, this is wherever we go, wherever we can get a job. If we get an interview at one of those clubs, we'll take it. Obviously, it's got to be a little bit better opportunity for us to grow as manager. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit subscribe, get notified, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Yeah, boy! The Vuslap is out of here. Peace and chicken grease.